India 360 with me, Bhupendra Chaube. This is a program where we look at the changing patterns of our society. Tonight, it's a very, very special test. The battle of superstars, Rajni versus Amitabh Bachchan. Who's better? One, a giant in Tamil Nadu whose 100th Tamil film Shivaji is making his fans go crazy. The other, perhaps the biggest superstar ever seen in India. Amitabh Bachchan, graced his top brands, is known as the Shahenshah of Bollywood and has perhaps converted his whole family into one huge saleable brand. And that is the big question which we are looking on the show tonight. Rajnikant versus Amitabh Bachchan. Who's the biggest superstar? Battle Royale of sorts. Big R versus the Big B. Could it get any bigger than this? Okay, that's the main talking point. But before we come to that, a quick look at what else has been making the headlines today.
It is quite a challenge. I will certainly look into it.
BCCI's latest surprise, 72-year-old Chandu Bode is now the manager of the cricket team for the tours to Ireland and England. Incidentally, neither tour teams include Virendra Sehwag, though Sachin Tendulkar and Saurav Ganguly are now back for the one-day squad that will play in Ireland. The battle for presidency is hotting up. CNN-IBN learned, let's wave the red flag to Shivraj Patil. Nehru Singh Shekhawat now wants to contest as an independent candidate. The biggest battle that one could ever think of. Perhaps the biggest ever that we have seen in the world of entertainment. We've talked about Shah Rukh Khan versus Amitabh Bachchan earlier, but today we're now going to look at Rajnikant versus Amitabh. Who's bigger? Choose for yourself. At 58, he is the unchallenged Badshah of Tamil cinema. And at 64, he is still considered the Shahenshah of Hindi films. Both Rajnikant and Amitabh Bachchan began their careers in the 70s with bit roles, and by the 80s, they were the reigning demigods of the Tamil and Hindi film industry respectively. Consider the hundreds who arrive in Mumbai every year to wish the Big B on his birthday, or the kilometer-long crowd that lines up for hours each time a Rajni film releases. Cult figures when it comes to popular culture, Amitabh had little luck when it came to winning in the political arena, while Rajni has only shown a guarded interest of being politically ambitious. But fact is that though Rajnikant has been restricted to being a Tamil icon, Amitabh's popularity is pan-Indian, thanks to the reach of Hindi films.
With Rajni sir, he's probably the biggest superstar the country ever has till now. I mean, the kind of following he has is unquestionable. But I think his ability to speak the language clearly told the public that he is a South Indian. That he is South Indian. So it was difficult for him to play roles where he was required to play a North Indian. Or difficult for people to accept that.
But the economics have a different tale to tell. According to sources, while Amitabh Bachchan may charge anything between 3 to 4 crores per film, Rajnikant's fee can go over a whopping 10 crores, including a share of box office profits. Amitabh's last solo starrer, Chinikam, has done above average business, having collected over 6 crores at the Indian box office in 2 weeks. While Rajni's last release, Chandramukhi, was a blockbuster with earnings estimated at 60 crores. Even in terms of fan following, while Amitabh Bachchan's official fan clubs are restricted to a modest 18 across India, Rajnikant has over 35,000 fan clubs in Tamil Nadu alone. And while we've already seen 8 Bachchan films in the last 1 year, Rajnikant now only does 1 film every 2 years, maintaining that reclusive exclusivity. So who's the bigger star? There are no simple answers to that one. And their fans may not be the best people to answer the question. With V. Raghav in Chennai, this is Suresh Matthews. Okay, that's the million-dollar question. It's a tough one to choose between an icon who's been celebrated perhaps as the biggest brand ever coming from India and someone who perhaps is looked at as the biggest star ever to have come out of a region. Let's put that question now to our panelists. We have a very special fan today. Bhavna Subaya, editor screen. She joins us live from Mumbai. Joining me from Kolkata is Sanjay Patodia. He is the State Secretary of Amitabh Bachchan's Fan Association. No superstar is ever made without his fan following. And also joining me from Chennai, Chor Ramaswamy, editor of Tughlaq. And along with him we have Vinod Divakar. He is a fan of Rajnikant and someone who literally swears by Rajnikant's name. Welcome to all of you on the show tonight. Bhavna Sumaya, let me begin with you first. Is this an unfair comparison that we're trying to make? A comparison between Rajnikant and Amitabh and asking who's bigger?
I think so, because I don't think it justifies at all. South culture, ethos, and Bombay culture and ethos, the way our film fraternity functions, the way our box office works, they are completely different in temperaments, in the way they choose the cinema, the kind of transformation Bachchan has been having as an actor since 2000. I really don't think that it works at all to compare them.
And in terms of acting caliber, ma'am, if I were to ask you to maybe grade the two stars, in terms of the acting caliber, who would you choose for them?
See, I have not seen too many Tamil films. I don't understand Tamil. But from what I read and what I understand, I think that Rajnikant mostly works in formula films, and he has continued to be Rajnikant the star. And I think, to be fair to Bachchan, from the time he came in the 69 till 95, when he took a kind of a break with Khuda Gawah, he's worked in all different kinds of cinema, much as he was all the time criticized that he only worked in mainstream. And particularly, I must finish this, after 2000, when he had kind of resigned to becoming a patriarch, he has continuously worked in different kinds of roles.
Maybe that's also something to do with the fact that the Hindi viewing audience is also changing. The taste of the Hindi viewer is also changing, but important points being made there by you, Bhavna. There's a special poll which we have been conducting over the last 24 hours, which is looking at that big question. Let's take a look at what are the initial results coming right at the beginning of the program. Who's bigger between Rajnikant and Amitabh Bachchan? The Starometer, this is what it looks like. The Big R, guess what, is ahead, 52%. Just a minority, small percentage, and the Big B at 48%. Okay, just a right note to go across to Joe Ramaswamy in Chennai.